Avoiding blood-filled waters. Traditional business strategies originate from military models. They swashbuckler, emphasizing engaging the enemy to conquer or capture a competitive stronghold. Even key business terms, headquarters, officers, front lines, are borrowed bits of military argot. As companies shape their strategies and plot their corporate objectives, warlike metaphors abound. Your business must confront its opponents, render them harmless, and gain the advantage. Translated into strategy, this language generates a model for competing in a fixed market and gaining the advantage over other entrants in the same field. This cutthroat competition damages corporate combatants and bloodies the waters, creating a red ocean, marred by losses in market share, profits, and growth. However, while bold competition may be essential in business, it is not the only corporate strategy. Set your course, instead, for an open, blue ocean strategy, based on the idea of creating new markets where none previously existed. This may seem like a novel concept, but many modern industries, cars, recorded music, petrochemicals, even aviation, did not exist a century ago. The past 30 years have given birth to new, multi-billion-dollar industries, including mobile telecommunications and biotechnology. What far-sighted strategist can predict the blue ocean industries that will emerge in the next few decades? That is not a hypothetical query. Rather, it is today's breakthrough question. Blue ocean thinking has not only created new industries, it has created exceptionally profitable new industries. Among 108 companies, 86% of business expansion emanated from existing competitive business. This type of expansion produced 62% of total revenues but only 39% of total profits. Blue ocean businesses almost reversed the figures, their expansions accounted for 38% of total revenues and 61% of total profits. The corporate quest for profitable innovation drives the need to develop a blue ocean strategy. Innovations occur today at a blistering pace due to globalization, overcapacity, and technology, which make it easier and faster to create lookalike products. Major brands face extra encroachment from new competitors, while buyers base more decisions solely on price. To escape this red ocean cycle of intense direct competition, some companies have created profitable new operations using a blue ocean strategy. These firms began by creating a value innovation to fuel their blue ocean thinking. Think of Starbucks, which made coffee a neighborhood treat, or Southwest Airlines, which made budget flying fun and profitable. Notice, The Body Shop, whose natural, affordable cosmetics established a new blue ocean in a high-end industry swimming with pricey competitors. The coffee, the fun flights, and the natural scented hand creams were all value innovations. Any company, unlimited by size, history, budget, location, or nationality, can exploit a value innovation. But to succeed, a value innovation must demonstrate actual savings and an appreciable benefit that a customer can use immediately. Be sure your value innovation is accessible enough for most customers to grasp its technological benefit and put it to use promptly. From the perspective of strategy, blue ocean plans are most viable and they are part of a corporation's intrinsic process, involving improvements in operations, functionality, and price. This sharply contrasts with the usual, straightforward product introduction, which does not improve company operations and has no impact on overall corporate strategy. Lessons from the Circus. The Canadian entertainment company, Cirque du Soleil, is a vivid blue ocean success. Cirque du Soleil introduced an entirely new form of live entertainment based on a more limited model, the traditional circus. By redefining the purpose of every element of the old model, from the tent to the animals to the acrobatic acts, Cirque du Soleil essentially recreated its business and devised a new mode of entertainment. To do this, cultivated an entirely new audience of adults who preferred live theater to circus. Developed a new intellectual, dramatic entertainment format. Reduced its cost structure and increased its ticket prices beyond those charged by traditional circuses to compete with Broadway theater prices. Created entirely new stage, visual and musical acts in a new venue. As a result of this novel approach, Cirque du Soleil took less than 20 years to exceed the revenues achieved by Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus in 100-plus years of circus performances worldwide. Without any direct competition, Cirque du Soleil succeeded by entirely redefining its corporate function, audience and market. This approach directly contrasts with the concept of environmental determinism, mandating that businesses in any given industry must accept their existing realities and compete within industry boundaries. That kind of thinking produces red ocean situations where companies compete on price and minor product differentiation. Compare that to Cirque du Soleil's accomplishment, building an entirely new form of entertainment that defied traditional classifications. 6 Principles of the Blue Ocean Strategy. The risks inherent in a traditional, red ocean-based business strategy are well known. Managers now need to know the principles and risks that underlie the blue ocean strategy. 1. Reconstruct market boundaries. Reevaluate the premises that form your industry's assumptions and shape your company's business model. Strategically examine your industry's key competitive drivers, such as customer preferences, product qualities, price and industry standards, to create a strategy canvas that displays each factor graphically. For a fresh perspective, probe which industry and market standards you could omit, minimize, elevate or rebuild. Casella Wines of Australia used this analytic process to make its Yellowtail brand the fastest-growing label in the history of US and Australian vintners, and the best-selling red wine in the US in August 2003. Based on its analysis, Casella streamlined its wine's taste, making it fruitier and sweeter. It reached out to beer and cocktail drinkers by promoting its wine as fun. Breaking all marketing habits, Casella completely jettisoned wine's traditional elitist appeal based on complex taste, aging and vineyard location. Instead, it built the brand with a targeted, differentiated intriguing blue ocean strategy. Today, the brand swims in the clear blue waters of new market space. Red ocean strategies are predicated on finite markets. To expand your market boundaries into the wide blue ocean, look at your key competitors. Determine their limitations. Don't be myopic. Curves, the women-only health club that offers a zippy half-hour exercise program, capitalized on price, location and ease of use to create a new market and compete against full-service health clubs. Today, a new Curves mini-gym opens every 4 hours worldwide. Novo Nordisk, the Danish insulin producer, supplied physicians until it reframed its market and began to provide individual diabetes care. To sell your product, evoke consumers' emotions and enumerate your end-user benefits. Follow the examples of QB House, a Japanese barbershop chain that advertised cheap, sanitary haircuts, or Cemex, a Mexican cement producer, which promoted affordable room additions. Look at the horizon. Apple Computers recognized an emerging trend when it captured the music downloading market. To exploit a trend, be sure it pertains to your business, has momentum and cannot be reversed. 2. Focus on the big picture, not the numbers. Keep your eye on the overall view and don't get lost in the statistics. Many strategists get bogged down in data, so they often miss where they, and their competition, are headed. To maintain your sense of direction, use a strategy canvas, a graphic representation of your competitors' products, prices and industry position. The canvas reveals your value curve and clarifies possible opportunities. This exercise helps you consider the competitive environment through your customers' eyes, so you hone factors that matter to them. It can blunt the risk of investing time and effort in the wrong direction. When Samsung Electronics of Korea prepares new products, such as 40-inch LCD TVs and the world's top-selling mobile phone, it uses interdepartmental teams trained in using the strategy canvas approach. The teams improve existing technologies so the innovative company can deliver new benefits that its customers can readily and quickly appreciate. 3. Reach beyond existing demand. Businesses naturally focus on current customers, a process that invariably leads to greater market segmentation analysis. But real growth lies beyond existing demand. To get to the open water, focus on potential future customers. To attract new customers to its outdoor advertising business, the French firm J.C. theorized that municipalities would be more interested in outdoor ad space if they could get it for free and without any maintenance worries. To meet these criteria, the firm built durable ad-bearing street furniture and signed long-term contracts with cities. This attracted more advertisers. Today, the firm operates in 33 countries and profitably dominates this specialized advertising sector. 4. Get the strategic sequence right. Execute your strategy sequentially to achieve your value innovation. Just having a fancy new technology does not mean that you have a blue ocean product. Technological innovation is not necessarily value innovation. To be compelling, the technology must provide convenience, safety, and entertainment. Chart the experience you want buyers to have at several stages. Assess your product's usefulness, ease, handiness, safety, entertainment value, and environmental friendliness in light of how each factor affects the customer upon buying it, bringing it home, using it, adding to it, keeping it working, and eventually disposing of it. To develop your blue ocean strategy, follow 4 logical steps. Ask, in this order: 1. Why should anyone buy your product? Does it have exceptional utility? 2. Is it fairly priced to appeal to a large audience? 3. Can you create it at the right cost to earn a profit? 4. Are there any impediments to discourage the market from accepting your product? 5. Overcome key organizational hurdles. Successful execution demands that your company must resolve internal departmental differences. Like swimmers on the shore of a new sea, many corporate participants feel significant trepidation upon entering a blue ocean market. Managers may fret about why significant change is needed, what problems will arise from reallocating resources, whether new practices will function properly, and how this transition will upset the existing social hierarchy. To implement change with minimal disruption, use tipping point leadership. This form of leadership stems from observations by author Malcolm Gladwell in his book, The Tipping Point. He writes that certain actions have a disproportionate influence if they happen at exactly the right time. The key is using resources when they are most powerful. 6. Build execution into strategy. Reduce your management risk by incorporating blue ocean implementation into your company's ongoing processes. Since building a blue ocean strategy involves uncertainty and risk, creating trust among all participants is essential. A successful blue ocean launch requires extra effort from a unified crew. Link the 3 E's, engagement, explanation, and expectation, with the actual process of developing the strategy and acting upon it at all levels of your organization. Then, set sail.